Yeah, so now we're gonna get into the owners of the Virginia Company, aka the United States of America. Alright. So I got this little article right here. It ain't no peer-reviewed study, but it's pretty self-explanatory now. We should already got a good understanding of what the fuck is going on now. Okay, when we look at the 13 colonies, we should understand why the Civil War was, because they could not get the rest of the fucking country. They needed to unite the rest of the country in order for the whole fucking country to be part of. When they say part of the Union is another way to disguise a part of the Virginia Company. All right, so they can use all these fancy terms, and people come on and well, the Union was the no. The Union is ruled by the Virginia Company. So they only had these states right here because this state right here is along the shoreline, like I previously said. So coming inward would be a challenge. So the way they came inward, like I said, I heard that it was like it was tribes in the east that in the south that owned white slaves or whatever, like in your Louisiana, Mississippi, all up in there where you see all these white people at. None of the white people are indigenous to that area. The only reason they there is because it was already land established there, so they just went right in and moved in, just like they did here. This was all this land right here because the people lived by the water. So they lived by the water. When they came with their cannons, boom, 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 shooting at you or whatever, people like, oh shit. So they moved closer inland. So they was able to patrol the water and stop you from really fishing and shit like that. You understand? So the shoreline is crucial to the taking over of this land right here. So you got to understand that's what led them to come in. I don't know what other way they might have came. They might have came in from like the Gulf and came inward or whatever. But from my understanding, this is what I'm telling you about this right here. So like I said, that's why I got pictures of like, let me see. I got a lot of pictures. So before I move on, matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna move on to this first, and you can understand. All right. So this article is humans are free. They say the top of the pyramid, the Rothschild, the Vatican, and the British Crown rule the world. Okay, as we already understand this. Okay, so I'm not going to. This is a large article. Okay, so I'm not going to read everything, but it say the city is not a part of England. Just Washington D.C. is not a part of the United States. So for those of us who know more science, we know. Now, the funny thing, what I was just thinking was, when you see these 13 fucking arrows, I'm looking at because they took over these 13 fucking regions in which they were all different tribes that lived here. Okay, or different, like these was a federation of different tribes. And I think that each tribe sold each other out because when they each came, they was warring with others. So some of them had guns, and then they had to go back to European and buy more. Than the European said, all right, well, let me get this. And then that's how a lot of that stuff started happening. All right, but for some of these people, they just came and just took over the land. And they took your ass back to Europe. That's the reason why you don't see no Native American, you don't see no war bonnets in Europe. Why is that? Why don't you see no? If Indians was all, if the so-called Native Americans was all up in this part right here, okay, all up in this part right here, then why the fuck? I got to curse, man, because this shit is deep, man. It's very deep. Then why the fuck? Like I said, when you look at this right here, this is. Let me see. All right, you go from here, then you go from here. You see this? Same thing, same picture, same picture. When they came inland, they captured some people, and as a result of them capturing, they took some people back to Europe, in which in Europe they would consider you to be a blackamoor. So you would be, let me see, this gentleman right here. Let me click on the pictures. So you would be this guy right here. So let me see. And these are the images, man, of what. Look, man, it's simple, man. This is simple, real simple. And that's why I keep sticking on Power Hots. And that's why I go on some of these pictures so we can get an understanding of what we think will happen here, okay? And Powhatan is key because the Virginia Company started in Virginia, Jamestown. So that is the most crucial part to our research dealing with this Aboriginal shit. Yeah, we can find all these Native Americans that we think look like us, but we got clear images of black people who dressed up just like him. That one minute they're a slave, next minute they're Blackamoor. Say Blackamoor made the 19th century, nice curly hair and dark skin. Now listen, this is one of the brothers made this or whatever. Now this is probably his opinion, so I'm not going to sit there and tell you, oh yeah, well this is probably his opinion. But you notice this man got the same freaking thing on, similar to what Powhatan got on. It might be a little different, but it's a different type of headdress. But we know this, that headdress, all these headdresses is similar. That's why I keep going over these pictures so you guys can understand, man. These is, look, they all smoking. Remember, it all started in Virginia. They started in Virginia. That's why you see them all smoking tobacco. That's why you see them all smoking tobacco, because what did I say? The tobacco, they came here to first cultivate tobacco first. And then the shit didn't work because they was warring. And then the I believe the King James or whatever came and said, fuck it, we just want to make this part of the fucking Britain or whatever. And then they started spreading it out. And then, and now all of this shit is part of Britain. Okay? We see this, how they was clowning them. He got the peace pipe again, okay? This is not no Native American that they showing you, okay? And this is, see, images like this is what the gig is up on. See, you niggas, I mean, I'm sorry, I don't mean to talk like that, man, but a lot of you people is just fucking downright is idiotic, man. Because if you can't get a proper understanding of why are they images of these people in Europe, and he got the same skirt on, I mean, same dress wear or whatever in which Powhatan had on. I don't even need to go back and show you the freaking picture. But you see more of them right here with arrows right here. Man, look, man, it's so much information. You see this, Virginia tobacco. That's why you see these people. You see these people with curly hair. Where's the war bonnets? Where's the long straight hair that you motherfuckers want to be Indian? Where's the long straight hair? And that's why I keep going over this, man, because a lot of people is just like, yo, you don't get it. Look at this right here. They say the Americas. Look at this Indian right here. This is not an Indian. This is a fucking African American. Okay? Look, more. Virginia. They go more. They smoking. They smoking again. You see the ships coming or whatever. Look, you see this brother right here. It's got the same thing going. Same thing with Powhatan having. Okay? More images right here. More images. Here we go. This is in Europe. Here go another image. Okay? Why do he got the same grass skirt on that Powhatan have on, and that same headwear, and he got curly hair? They said this is a see what they try to fake us out in Europe. They will call him a Blackamoor. So by you calling him a Blackamoor, we already assume with Moors being from West Africa. So when we see him right here, we automatically think that he is a Blackamoor. No, this is an Aborigine from America. Okay, I showed you the other images of the engraving. They got heads engraved into the damn building with the same freaking crown, with the same crown effect. Yo, this shit is, the gig is up, man. That's why I had to start with the fucking Virginia Company, because this gonna prove everything. Okay, so look, more images, same feather crown, bro, same thing, bro. These is black people. These aren't the Indians that we've been told. Where did these Indians go at? Why do they got fucking Brooklyn haircuts or small afros? Okay? More Negroes. Here we go. More. Here we go with the same thing. It say, at the bottom it say Negroes have bad smallpox in their own country. Virginia. Okay? Virginia.